Hi, this is Rebecca Victor, and I'm a world-class spiritual life and visionary leadership coach. And it's a joy being here today, speaking with you, sharing with you a tip or a tool that I find valuable in the work that I do in my own life, as well as the tips that I give my clients who are building their lives that they love. Lives that when they live them feel freer and fuller, where they feel happier, more engaged. My clients are many. They are leaders, they're teachers, they're thought leaders, innovators. They're people with dreams who are tired of living life the way it's been lived. And they're so tired that their heart keeps calling them to something more. And it's just getting a little too difficult to ignore it anymore. So they step out. They take a chance. They take a risk for the possibility of that thing that's calling them inside, that they don't know where it's going to lead them. But they know that where they are, they can't stay anymore. And what they find is when they start to take that step, by beginning to pay attention to the urging inside of them, that they are led down a path, one step, one moment, one urging at a time, that is much more manageable for them than they realized. Because it's on this journey of discovery of this thing that's pulling them. It's not a once and done deal. It's not a flash in the pan, ta-da! You got it. The calling that they have is something that's urging from within them. It can start with the fact that they're tired of being alone and they want a relationship. They've lost somebody they love dearly and it's been years and they're lonely. And they want something new. And the loneliness is so strong that to stay where they are doesn't serve them anymore. They've got to do something. And so they do. And so they begin with a dream. Like you can begin with a dream. Begin with the dream. And discover what it is that's inside of you that really lights you up, that makes you feel good when you think of it. Even if in thinking of it, it makes you nervous because it feels too good, too big, a lot different than what you considered possible in your life before. This must be crazy. I shouldn't be thinking this. This could never happen. There are a lot of people in this world who have lived lives that, according to many, could never happen. And they've lived those lives and more. Many of my clients are living lives like that, lives that they never thought they'd see, experiences that they never thought they would have. Watching someone wanting to literally change every aspect of her life. Relocating, getting a new job, opening up and having a relationship. And now a happy mother living in a place close to experiences that she literally listed in her vision. Clients who wanted deeper, more profound relationships with their significant others. Wanting to step out in the world, knowing that there's something that they're passionate about. And being a father, how to step forward, to live that life that they're being called so that they can not only live it, but show their children what's possible. And it is powerful to watch them move moment by moment into a greater experience where they feel full and free, but where they feel powerful, even in the midst of chaos and change, because we have learned tools together that help them, that when things get too much, they can pause, go back in their storehouse, pull something up, and apply it and work through with it. Creating the life you dream starts with the dream. Learning to live it is a moment-by-moment process. But what's so profound about all of this is that what you discover about you, that you are truly somebody more incredibly, just incredible than you ever thought you were. That there's something marvelous about you. You. And it's not something that somebody else is telling you. It's something you feel inside of you. And to step in the world and engage in the world with that sense of what you bring, and the fact that you continue to learn more and more about you, life is just awesome. Possibilities unfold and become realities. That's what you deserve. As far as I'm concerned, that's a birthright. But we have to be willing to claim the birthright. We have to be willing to step into it. Be willing to open up to it being a possibility for ourselves when most of our life we've considered it to be anything but possible. It takes courage to do that. Because, see, when we reach for something we're passionate about, then we come up against all the things that we've told ourselves over our lives that have kept us stuck. You can't possibly do that. Who do you think you are? Don't you realize that this is how you're supposed to behave? You know, this is what's happened in the family for generations. What makes you different? Well, you know, this is where you come from. You better remember that. I mean, all kinds of thoughts. It's amazing, even on my personal journey, what I discover as I'm moving through ideas and the ways I see that I don't even realize are what's keeping me bound. But I'm thankful that when I meet with my personal coach, that she's real in tune with it and calls me on it. And from there, I step into a bigger and greater experience and expression. And that's what I'm doing here with you. I'm going to call you on those beliefs that tell you that what you desire, you cannot have. I'm going to call you on those beliefs that tell you you're not good enough, that you don't matter, that who and what you are isn't important. Wherever you received that information from, it was misguided. Because wherever you heard it from, they didn't know. Because who knows what information they got. But regardless, the truth is that you are somebody who matters. You are somebody who's important. What you do and bring to the world matters. Because you know there's somewhere in the world that there's going to be a person whose voice that they're going to hear is yours and only yours. Because you're speaking who you are and what you are. My mentor, whose program I study, Mary Morrissey, was telling me a story about a time that she was at a convention and was listening to the Dalai Lama talk and sharing this profound information. And while she was standing in line for lunch next to an ambassador from one of the African countries, she was sharing her recollection of that story. And in her sharing, this woman, this ambassador, put her hand on her chest and was just absolutely deeply moved by what Mary had said. And Mary looked at her and she said, well, I just repeated what the Dalai Lama said. And the woman said, yeah, but I didn't hear him. Who I heard was you. And you see, Mary's not the only one whose voice someone will hear. You are someone who has a voice that you're the only voice that that person can hear about that. And it's a voice that when you speak, it comes from you. Not that you're doing it for them, but because you're speaking authentically who you are. And that is an incredible gift that you give the world when you do that. And if I can help you in any way do that, then that would be an honor. The ways I currently provide support and inspiration is through small group sessions, one-on-one private sessions. I do workshops, I teach classes, and I speak. I also have YouTube videos, and I'm building my blog. So if any of those might be of service, please check them out. You can go to www.yourjoyfulpath.com. If you want to sign up, you can sign up and connect with me. Email me and let me know you'd like to connect and talk about a session. Or you can go to my YouTube, and it's under the same name, Your Joyful Path, or my blog. But whatever works for you, make sure it works for you. I hope that you have a great day. Bye-bye now.